Hi everyone, my name is Chris and I'm back with another reading for you guys. And today we're going to look at what your future self wishes you knew now. You know, when you receive advice from the elderly, for example, you know, with all their wisdom, with all their life experience, or when you think about what would I wish I had known now. Sorry, what would I wish that I had known then that I know now? So this is like the vibe of the reading. What would your future self wish that you knew now? And we'll see what comes through. It can be anything. This is something that I'm strongly drawn to do, and hopefully we can help you guys today with some very wise knowledge downloaded from the ethers of time. Okay. So as always, guys, only take what resonates. Leave the rest for someone else. Of course, not everybody that comes across this video is going to resonate with it. That's totally normal. If you struggle to understand the message overall, or if you are getting lost in the message, that just means it's not your pile, because whoever needs to understand will understand, because I have a feeling this might feel a bit cryptic to some people. But if you do start feeling like it's just getting too cryptic and you're not really following anymore, just know that that's your cue to move on, either to another pile or to do something else with your day, whatever you want to do. Um, and the same goes for my style of reading. You know, if you're not resonating with me as a reader, then just click off as well. There's no hard feelings, of course. These videos and this channel is meant to reach whoever it's meant to reach, and whoever doesn't resonate with it, that's cool as well. So we're all good here. And be mindful about how you behave in the comments as well. If I do see abusive comments, harassing comments, bullying comments, I just remove them. I don't react or, engage, but I do remove them because no one needs to see that, or no one needs to behave like that. There's no reason to behave like that anywhere. um, but yeah, it is the internet, unfortunately, and if I don't say it, it just gets worse. So I am saying it. So let's move on to the pop picking section. So pile number 1 will be the Rainbow Obsidian today. It's pile number 1. Pile number 2 you will be the Pink Fluorite. Pile number 2. And pile number 3 you will be the blue lace agate. Just want to double check. That is pile number 3. Blue lace agate. Take as much time as you need to pick your pile. You can pause the video if you need more time as well. And of course, I will see you in your reading. Hi, pile number 1. So I chose the Rainbow Obsidian. This is your pile today. So let's see what it has to say. I don't know why I said it like that. So we have hope, depth, evolution. And you could have your Saturn placement in Libra. Or you could be going through a Saturn return right now. So that means, there are multiple Saturn returns in our lives. I think the first one comes at around 26 and like before 30, like usually your late 20s. Then I can't remember when the second one is. But yeah, you could be around the age as well that I mentioned, or going through a Saturn return. You can Google it as well if you want to learn more, because we don't have that much time to get into every single thing in this video. But basically, there are themes here of light and dark, of, on this channel, always encourage people, and the spiritual guidance usually is to incorporate the darkness into the light, because one cannot exist without the other. You need balance. You need the yin and yang. There's always a little bit of light and darkness, and there's always a little bit of darkness in the light, right? That's how you keep the balance. The key is not to let it consume you, the darkness, that is. So you kind of incorporate your left side of the brain and your left and your right. Wait, I get confused sometimes. It's been a long day. So you need to basically incorporate your right side of the brain and your left side of the brain, your masculine and your feminine, and they kind of become friends. It's not about eliminating one and the other. It's not about deciding who's right or what's right and what's wrong. It's about walking in your authentic path and knowing that you stand within your values, your morals, and your own integrity as well. That just turned quite specific, because normally when we talk about the balance of the light and the dark, it's more like ominous. It's more, broad. But here it was about how to choosing how to live, basically, choosing which path to take. So you could be at a crossroad at this moment in time as well, choosing which way to go, or maybe you have experienced something particularly difficult in your life, which I'm really sorry to hear if that actually happens to you guys watching this group. Just know that I'm sending you all my love and hugs and everything I can from my side. But it's about evolution now. It's about the experience, and it's about life experience. And we will get into what your future self wishes that you knew now. And hopefully it will click with some of you. I get so confused with prepositions in English sometimes. That's the joys of multiple languages in your brain. Anyway, so this is good also for cutting cords and flooding you with light and love. But it's about forgiving yourself, not just others in the process. Maybe you've been harsh on yourself, or you are hard on yourself. You tend to be your own worst critic, which is not particularly helpful a lot of the time. It's good to learn from your mistakes, but it's not good to dwell on them and be your own worst critic and beat yourself down for days on end. Ownership is important. Like I said, there's that balance, right? Where is ownership and healthy kind of accountability, and where is beating yourself down and telling yourself how you're shit and you're this and you're that and like you're stupid, and that's not healthy, right? Because you wouldn't say that to your best friend. You wouldn't say that to a family member that you love, or anybody that you love for that matter. So why say it to yourself? Words matter. Words are spells. So never forget that. So, okay, let's keep going. See what actually comes through here as well. So we have number 51. So you could be 51 years old. No worries if you're not, or in your 50s. You could be life path number 6. You could be born on the 1st, 5th, or 6th of any month, or in January, May, or June. No worries if you're not. It's just for those who need the extra confirmation. So we are talking about your life purpose today. Okay, that's fine. That can be a triggering topic, because guys, usually when I channel, it's just a heads up, because whenever I channel things about life purpose, it usually triggers people. So because usually life purpose includes the reason why you've been suffering, right? And how to transmute that. Like I said, how to transmute the darkness and integrate it into your light. This is a very complex topic. There is no one solution that fits all. It's very individual. So I hope I can help you today from your future self, from your higher self's perspective as well, but most of all, your future self. The lessons that they have already implemented and the life purpose that they're already in. So it looks like in the future, you're already living your purpose, living the destiny that you're supposed to. Maybe you've been going against your destiny here. But yeah, that was definitely a much needed trigger warning, because there's some sort of avoidance here I'm feeling. And with avoidance, we will always get triggered because there's something we're not facing. And when we're unaware of our triggers, we tend to get triggered even more, because we're not able to work through them. And also we tend to lash out at others a bit more as well. So maybe, then you end up leaving comments online to people that triggered you, even if that wasn't anybody's intention, or, lashing out at your family members. I'm not saying that you do this, but this can happen with people who are not as self-aware as they maybe should be. Again, there are no absolutes here. there is balance needed in this situation, and it's very, very complex. So I'm coming into this with that in mind, and with a very level head, and also awareness that this might trigger some people. So I will try and be as tactful as I possibly can. But again, I speak the truth on this channel. I never lie to you guys. That's the one thing you can count on me for, that I'll be straightforward. And this is to help you live your best life. And again, your future self has already learned these lessons. So you will learn these lessons whether you like it or not, sooner or later. So we have thief. I'm hearing happiness thief. Something's stealing your happiness. Love on the brain. And photo proof, getting evidence. Let's get one more, okay? Ancient. This is the self-confidence part that I received before as a download. You beating yourself up. Maybe you're telling yourself that you ain't shit. But guess what? You are the shit. And you will figure that out. Like I said, good things are coming, and you will be stepping into your purpose, whether you like it or not, because that's part of your destiny. However, this information is going to help you navigate this, because it looks like the lessons that you're about to go through, according to your future self, they are really triggering, because it requires a lot of self-awareness and actually looking at yourself in the mirror, and kind of the death of your ego in a way as well, which is part of the awakening, right? For most people who go through spiritual awakenings, an ego death is one of the most common things to happen. Again, it could be a further ego death, because it can happen gradually, and we usually go through multiple awakenings throughout our lifetime as well. It's not just the one. We have unsuccessful plans, so something might fail, and that will require you to become more shrewd, more resourceful, especially in business, the fox says. Knots. So you need to untie knots. It feels like this is not like a... So now they're explaining it to me in road signs. So it's not you know, that red sign. Sorry, my neighbors, by the way, they have the washing machine on, and in the UK, the architecture is really poor quality. Like, they don't really build their houses here really well. So when somebody has a washing machine on, parallel to you, your floor also shakes. I'm not even gonna start on what happens when I turn my washing machine on. But yeah, obviously, where I'm from in Lithuania, you could never imagine to experience anything like that. So not to mention like noise levels, and yeah, it's just insane. And I live in a new build. That's the thing. So it's not like, oh, it's an old house. No, it's not an old house at all. So just a heads up, if you're seeing like this thing shake now. So my apologies for that, but I cannot do anything about it. People need to live their lives. We got forests with muddled, unclear thinking. Exactly. We have February. So this February is significant for you. Whenever you're watching this reading, this is timeless reading. It could be to do with your love life, but I'm not sure this in particular, this situation that they're cautioning you about is to do with your love life, but it will aid your love life nevertheless. But we'll see what the tarot has to say after. I'm just going to get another one of these tea leaf cards because they are so good. This is hands down my favorite oracle deck. It's the tea leaf cards. Carrots. We have someone will gossip about all of your secrets. And we have Vine, which seek out information that will help you. And you are doing that right now as you're watching this reading, because that is exactly what we are doing. Seeking out information. However, we'll see if there's anything else you can do. Okay, so let's see what I'm getting here. I'm getting avoidance. I'm getting happiness thief. So maybe you are in a position now where you would like to leave that position. It feels work related or like business or money related. And it feels like that is an area of worry for you. You could have a crush on someone at the moment, and it kind of helps provide relief in the moment from your other worries. So that could resonate with someone. Don't take it if it doesn't resonate. Don't worry. Okay. Another thing they just said, if you are like traditionally employed, I'm seeing people who wear uniform to work. People who also physically go to their job, like they don't just work from home. Where like you have colleagues, it feels like, or people that you're around, or like customers. So it feels like someone might be watching you at work, but not in like a romantic way at all. It feels more like this person or somebody, like a client, could watch you slip up at work at one point and take pictures of it, take videos of it, and you might get in trouble for it. So this is a warning as well, to go by the book at your work, okay? Don't try and cut corners. Just do everything by the book. Better safe than sorry in this regard, okay? Because if you start cutting corners, you know, if there's like protocol, like I was a flight attendant for almost 6 years, or cabin crew in the UK, and obviously our rule books, you know, the standard operating procedures and rules in general in aviation, they're extensive. The books are like this thick, and you have to learn everything. Like, you have to memorize everything, because if you slip up, you could literally get into big trouble. However, some rules are really important, and then others have been clearly written by somebody that's never done the job in their life. Or maybe if they have, you know, they weren't very good at it or didn't really understand it that much. And some rules don't make sense. Okay. So we wouldn't always go like 100% by the book. I'm not going to go into details of it, obviously, but that's just how it goes. And that's how it goes in a lot of jobs, you know, with certain rules. Obviously, you wouldn't endanger anybody. This is more like the bureaucracy of stuff, you know, and it's just stuff that doesn't make sense. That doesn't really need to be there, but I guess it's as an extra precaution or something like that. So maybe there's something like that in your job as well, that you would normally cut corners, but that's why this is a very recognizable energy to me. So this is the advice for you. Go by the book. Go by the book. Muddled, unclear thinking. Also, it could be your coworkers that would grass you out, be grasses. For those of you who aren't in Scotland, which most of you aren't, it means like tell on you. Being a grass is being like a snitch. Well, let's get some tarot cards, because I'm gonna move stuff out the way now. Gonna put this to the side here. Just gonna do traditional tarot here, I think. Okay, the High Priestess. Three of Cups. See, these are really good cards with the Ten of Cups as well. I mean, I'm getting a lot of messages around confidence, self-talk, negative self-talk at the moment. We've got Five of Cups here as well. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, I mean, it looks like your future self is in a place where they're okay financially. They have maybe cut off a friend or somebody that they considered a friend. It's obvious. It could even be somebody that you will notice that keeps like watching you at work or watching all of your mistakes, and you'll be like, I don't really need this kind of energy in my life. And maybe because you had low self-esteem in the past, maybe that's what kept you in that with that person. But yeah, patience is required in your situation. We have the Temperance, strong Sagittarius placements. Okay. Okay. So there is gonna be an end to a really tough cycle. We have the King of Cups underneath the deck here as well. An end to a tough chapter is approaching. There is some sort of awareness that is needed with the High Priestess here for you to be able to have this new beginning. There are a lot of new beginnings. We have like 3 aces in this spread and the Fool. And we have the World, which is like the end, a closing of a chapter, but it's like destiny. It's destined. And then we have the 10 of Wands. Listen, you had a rough going for a while. It's been a long time coming for these new beginnings here, and your future self already has those. It could even be in both your career and your love life, in your money and your love life, in your creative endeavors as well, in your life purpose with the Ace of Wands as well. And now I'm seeing here emotional fulfillments, but also wish come true with the Nine of Cups here. They're basically saying this is all available to you. This is already done here. This has already happened because we're looking at the future self in your current timeline and the path that you're on right now. There is some sort of avoidance of uncomfortability at the moment that I'm feeling, which is putting more on your emotional plates, on your energetic plates as well, and leaves you with these disappointments, and maybe also keeps people that shouldn't really be in your life anymore. Now, there is also the unsuccessful plans that we were talking about before. Most likely at work, it feels like. So it didn't work out because or it's not about to work out, this problem or this, this work situation, because you're not meant to stay there and you're meant to go elsewhere that you will feel more fulfilled. So in the moment, you're not feeling great about it, but your future self is telling you like, hey, it's actually going to turn out fine. You just have to get through it and something else will turn up and you will end up in a place that you haven't even imagined. But it looks like your future self is still in the beginning stages of these new beginnings when it comes to love, career, creative endeavors, life purpose. It looks like it's kind of that relief moment that I'm getting, that, oh, it's finally here. But I wouldn't be surprised for you guys, once you have the spiritual awakening, once you have the ego death, once you have the self-awareness, especially when it comes to your triggers, that everything kind of comes in at once. And again, there is some sort of a group of people or one friend. It will be different messages for different people that need to go away from your life. It could be those coworkers that you would walk away from that job as well, that I spoke about before, when they were telling you to watch out for being reported at work. So yeah, February is significant here. So this could be really, really close because it doesn't feel like this is that far into the future that we're looking at here. It feels like you're on the cusp of a new beginning. And you are coming through as the High Priestess. So deep down you have the knowledge, you have the understanding, and you have the intuition that's been whispering. You just need to stop avoiding it. Maybe you don't even realize that you're avoiding it. That's something to consider. But yeah, it feels like you could even be moving to a new home, but at the very least, you will have a new attitude. And especially when it comes to your love life, just know that patience is virtue here. There's a reason why they say it like that. Patience is one of your highest virtues. So the word nosikomas, it's more like, it's not just patience. Because obviously we have temperance as in English for this card. but nosikumas is also about submissiveness. And I'm reading it more as surrendering to the universe. Just knowing that it's going to work out. Another thing with your life purpose, guys, the shit that you're going through, the shit that you've gone through, you're meant to do something with it as well. You're meant to help others with it. And you have no idea how much people will appreciate you for it and how many people will actually help. This is the very beginning of it as well there. It doesn't matter if it's through art, if it's through volunteering, if it's through, you know, whatever means, you know, having your own YouTube channel, talking about your own experiences, that sort of thing. You have no idea how many people will find it beneficial. You are meant to help those who've been in the same positions as you have been, or that you are right now. Again, different message for different people. You are all in different timelines at the moment with different things happening, but the bottom line is that you're on the cusp of a massive shift in your life, and it's all these massive new beginnings for you. And it's the truth, you know, that with the aces, it's the first card of each suit, and of course the fool, it's the first card of tarot overall. You're gonna start spinning the wheel all over again. So you also need to understand that that also comes with challenges of the unknown. Maybe also that's one of your triggers, fear of the unknown, because you can't control it. There are a lot of things in here that I see that will be out of your control. However, these are wish fulfillments, but you know, with wish fulfillments comes the unknown. Also, there are challenges, you know, like Mark Manson says, each part that we choose in our lives is going to come with its ups and downs. We need to choose what is worth suffering for, because each path has its own challenges. It's not that you're going to suffer every day. Probably not. Most likely not. But there will be good and bad days, just like with everything else in life. And I feel like we tend to idolize it sometimes, you know, the future or a new beginning, or if I just get this, then this will happen. We tend to overestimate a lot of things as well. And we tend to catastrophize the past as well. Like negative experience. This is research. This is proven science that our brains, you know, when it comes to past negative experiences, they remember them as worse than they actually were. And then they remember the positive past experiences as better than they actually were. That romanticizing of the past as well, that can happen. Also, negative things that could happen in the future, the brain also catastrophizes and imagines that's going to hurt way more than it actually does in real life. There are really interesting studies about this. Feel free to look them up, but I'm not going to go too much into it. I'm just a nerd, so I read a lot about stuff like this. So yeah, this is where I'm going to leave it for pile number 1. We've been here long enough. I hope it resonated, but no worries if it didn't. Just pick another pile or pick another reading altogether. It's all good, don't worry. And if you like my vibe, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe. Everything and anything helps the channel grow. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And thank you so much, guys, for almost 1,000 subscribers. We only need like 10 subscribers at this point before we go to the next level when it comes to YouTube. So if you haven't subscribed yet, it would be massive help if you could. If you, of course, enjoy the content, don't subscribe if you don't want to, of course. But it's free to do so, you know, and that's the best way to support this channel from your side. So thanks so much. And if you like a personal reading with me, you can just email me or DM on Instagram. All the info is in the description box down below. I love you guys, and I'll see you in another reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. So I chose the Pink Fluorite. This is your pile. So let's see. Very, very different energies here. Very psychic people watching this video, but you're my empaths. This is my empath energy. It's not that you like talk to the dead. I don't feel you could. Some of you could. I mean, I wouldn't be too surprised. But a lot, like all of you watching this reading will be empaths. You feel other people's emotions and you connect with other people really easily on a very deep level. You don't have to be an extrovert to do that, but I feel like when you really get to talking with people, you can form very deep connections. And you could have, like, some extremely deep connections in your life that are very dear to you. So Pink Floyd is all about guidance, ease, and comfort. So we'll give you some guidance and hopefully we'll ease your mind a little bit in this reading and give you also some comfort. So that's good news. You could have your Mercury placement in Pisces, or your Pisces placements could be in your Sun, Rising, or Venus as well. No worries if they're not. It's just for those who need the extra confirmation. Okay, so it looks like your heart has been shattered in many pieces. If not now, then in the past. And it's kind of like been mended, or is being mended as we speak. Different message for different people. You are becoming whole again, and you will be whole again, no matter what. No matter who is watching this, you will be whole again. It will be okay again. It's just a matter of time. Yeah. Listen, most of us get lost along the way. We really do. And it's normal. Sometimes we need to steer off our destined path a little bit to realize what our path really is, or who this path is leading us to, where it's leading us to, how it's leading us there, what we're meant to accept, what we're not meant to accept, what's meant for us, what's not meant for us. The topic of destiny is very prevalent in this reading, and the topic of forgetting who you are for a minute before remembering also is very, very strong. Staying present is really important, especially in your human body, and accepting things as they are, not their potential, not what could happen, what couldn't happen, as they actually are. Maybe you can get in your head a lot and either catastrophize things, either you have anxiety, for example, or you could make things in your head better than they actually are to help you cope. This is a coping mechanism. In the form of daydreaming about somebody, for example, and imagining all their potential and all that stuff. But then in reality, they don't really meet that potential because they're not the version in your head that you made them up to be. They're somebody completely different. They're somebody that isn't able, doesn't have the capacity to give you what you need or take you where you need to go. Whether it's a person, place, job, a path, an idea, can be many things here. So we're here to help ease your despair and give you comfort and confidence, and tell you that you have what it takes to make it through life's challenges. Again, another topic when it comes to destiny, when it comes to purpose, when it comes to forgetting who you are for a minute, because you are spiritual royalty and you never need to forget that. You've got angels. So we're talking to your angels today, not just your future self, but we'll talk to your future self as well, don't you worry. But your angels are low-key giving you a kick in the butt. So how can you forget who you are? But it's more in a playful way. It's not like they're actually telling you off, because light beings and light energies, they never judge. They accept you. They accept you for who you are and for all your choices. And you should accept yourself for who you are and all of your choices as well. Maybe there's self-judgment here, not just judgment or daydreaming about others, but about yourself as well. You could be life path number 10. You could be life path number 1. You could be born on the 1st, 9th, or 10th, or 19th of any month. You could also be born in January, September, or October. And we have selenite and angelite. Angelite is great for comfort as well. So selenite is about clearing energies. So yeah, we just want to comfort you today. Say that it's gonna be okay. But at the same time, not let you get into a victim mentality where, oh, boo-hoo, poor me, like things have happened to me and nothing's good ever gonna happen. And because when you sit in that energy for too long, and you dwell in it, it's not helpful either, because then it's stagnant. The energy is stagnant, you see. So your angels are here to remind you that movement forward is possible, and you will be whole again. A names, N names, G names, L names, and S names or initials as well. Okay, let's get you, what's the T oracle? No, we'll get you tea leaf cards first. We have August, so that could be another month. Either it's a birth month or something that happened in August of any year, or August could be significant when it comes to your future self. So maybe this is your future self from August. Again, don't know what year. Right. So we have wish will not be granted. They're saying wishes change as well as you evolve, as you get more experience. You could be 19 years old watching this. No worries if you're not. I forgot to say that. We have scissors, disappointment in some affair. You could be disappointed in an area of your life. Maybe what you thought you wanted didn't happen. But again, be mindful about how these words are phrased, because they're not coming from me. They're coming from your future self. What you thought you wanted, you see? Implying that the wish will change down the road. And you will actually be thankful that you didn't get it, what you wanted. We got frying pan with trouble, accusations. Trouble and accusations. So we have great passion. You're highly thought of. People like you. You're an empath. You can form deep connections easily. Birth or conception of a child or enterprise. Okay. What's the T? What's the T? Broke ass. This could be to do with money, obviously, with the wallet there. Maybe you didn't get the job, or you didn't get some money, some opportunity. Or maybe this is just a confirmation that it's your pile. Maybe you don't have a lot of money at this moment as you're watching this reading. Maybe you paid all your bills and now you don't have much left as well into you. We got one or two more. Love on the brain. You could have picked pile number 1 as well, but no worries if you didn't. Because we also have thief underneath the deck, which was in pile number 1. These cards just fall out on their own. I just put them back as well, so that's how it goes. Crows are significant. You know what I just got? I got Severus Snape. Maybe you've been watching Harry Potter or reading Harry Potter. Or Harry Potter could be significant. Edinburgh could be significant as well, because that's the city of Harry Potter, obviously. You could have ginger hair, red hair, brown hair. There's a lot of messages here, so I'm just getting I'm trying to dissect them. And because for some of you, what didn't work out was the money side, the job. You didn't get a job of some sort, an opportunity. Maybe you didn't get a money loan, or a grant of some sort for school, for example, especially if you're 19. That could be a topic for someone. You were disappointed in that. And for others of you, it's to do with love. Something didn't work out. Maybe someone doesn't like you back, or they don't want anything serious, and you keep thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it. Maybe you're looking at their social media as well. So we'll see what the tarot has to say from your future self. Put this here. Let's get you the Thoth Tarot. Did that flip? All right. That's positive cards with the Magician card to start. We have the Princess of Swords. Ah, the future self we're talking about has received good news. This is a feminine energy, but take it as it resonates when it comes to gender. Everybody's welcome on this channel. It's not about gender, just about energy. So we have something to celebrate here. We have the wish fulfillment here. We have good news here. Things are finally moving. They're moving slowly, but they're moving. I'm not going to bullshit you and to say that everything's happening all at once. Like, because in pile number 1, it generally was happening all at once. But for you guys, it's slow progress. That's worth celebrating. And you'll feel okay. You'll feel whole again. You'll feel emotionally fulfilled again. August is significant, as I mentioned. Prince of Wands, King of Wands. Okay, so you're manifesting a masculine into your life. I mean, most of you will resonate with the love message anyway. Queen of Pentacles. Yes, you could, a lot of you also could resonate with the job or money part, because you'll be receiving good news from an earth sign feminine, or some sort of communication. The Devil underneath the 10 of Cups. Ace of Pentacles underneath the 4 of Wands. So it's like, yeah, you got disappointed, but things will change. Things won't stay this way. So yeah, we have love and money. We have healing and love. A masculine coming, a fire sign masculine coming to heal things for you, heal your heart. Not necessarily someone from the past. But you are manifesting this person. And we cannot really manifest specific people anyway, because they have their own free will. We can only manifest the energy, you know, when we get aligned with a specific energy of the person that we want, the kind of person that we want, then that can come into our life. But we cannot manifest a specific person. It's like a genie lamp. Really positive cards overall, guys. I see karmic justice and slow movement forward. So I don't see it happening overnight for you. I'm not seeing it happening, you know, next week or anything like that. But in due course, both love and money will be happening. And what you need to know now, that you will be whole again. You will be fulfilled again. You will feel fulfilled. You will be celebrating a new beginning. And your heart will be put back together with the 4 of Swords. This is what your future self wants you to know the most. And your angels. It feels like new beginning, the quicker new beginning kind of thing. It's more in your work and money. Could be creative endeavors as well, but not for everyone. So yeah, expect good news when it comes to your money, when it comes to work, when it comes to academics as well, because they all fall under the same energy and category. And yes, you will be attracted to somebody else eventually, slowly but surely. Don't also, the advice here is not to rush into love. Take your time to getting to know somebody, because they reveal their true colors eventually anyway. And if you take your time, you're going to prevent that from happening, you know, prevent somebody pretending to be someone they're not as well. Well, you can't prevent it, but you would be able to recognize it. Sorry, that came out in a weird way. So yeah, even though the disappointments have happened, even though you might be in a bit of a lower frequency at the moment, just know that it's going to pass. This too shall pass, like the Buddhist proverb, and that you will have things to celebrate quite soon. And your wee heart is going to be mended in no time. Your wee heart is going to be put back together in no time with this masculine that you are manifesting. If you are the masculine, you could be manifesting the earth sign feminine. So take it as it resonates as well. Flip it as always if you need to. So this is all that I have from a pile number 2s. I hope it resonated, but no worries if it didn't. Just pick another pile or pick another reading altogether. I mean, this was pretty specific, especially for people who are in a particular place in their life with disappointments. I just want to thank you so much for all of your support for this channel. And we are almost at 1,000 subscribers. We only need like 10 people or something like that to go to the next level on YouTube. It's a slow process, but you know, YouTube is hard to grow. So I am just thankful, you know, that it's growing. So this is just amazing to see. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please feel free to do so. This is a free way to support this channel, and you will be doing this channel a massive service by doing so. Thank you so much, guys. And if you'd like a personal reading with me, you can just email me or DM me on Instagram. All the info is in the description box down below. I love you, and I'll see you in another video. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. So we chose the blue lace agate. This is your pile. Okay, so it looks like we are in need of a bit of peace. We'll be gentle with you today. I understand that you know, with my delivery and the messages that we receive on this channel, they can be a bit harsh sometimes. Depends on how you look at it, because the intention and the purpose of those messages are always to help you get to your best life, your best possible timeline, and to help you raise your vibration. Maybe understand the unseen, understand the spiritual side of things. But for this particular group, we're going to be fairly gentle, because I do like disclaimers with some readings that they're blunt, you know, for example. So this is not going to be one of those readings. We're going to take it easy today. We're going to focus on new beginnings, what we're excited for from your future self, of course, because your future self is going to tell you what to be excited for. And it's a supportive nudge in the right direction. Whispering words of encouragement when you experience self-doubt. It's to open your throat chakra and help ease any blockages in your self-expression. Maybe your self-expression could be, you know, in the form of negative self-talk or loss of hope. Because being seen and heard is a top priority for you today. Because your feelings are valid. Maybe, you know, you have been talked down to a lot in your life, or your feelings could have been dismissed or played down, you know. Oh, it doesn't hurt that much. Stop like being such a drama queen. Or like you go to the doctor and the doctor's like, oh, what pain? You don't have pain. You know, it can't be that bad. It's fine. Your tests are fine. Or you don't even do the test. I mean, anyway, this is quite a common occurrence for many people around the world, especially women. I'm a woman, so I can, you know, go from my own personal experiences as well as my family, my friends. But of course, people in general can be sometimes not listened to, no matter the gender or where they're from. But yeah, today we're going to talk about the importance of not worrying about what others think in general. and just let people think what they think, let people do what they do, let people judge, and just minding our own business and leaving those thoughts of inadequacy behind. Maybe we have a bit of the what's it called, the imposter syndrome. Yeah, Blue Lace Agate encourages you to start anew because every day is a fresh beginning. Now you could have your Mercury placements in Gemini or Pisces. I never figure out which way to say it, but I think I said it right. Or you could have Gemini or Pisces placements in general, like your Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. So we have optimism. Exactly. We are going to lift your spirits today because this is what your future self wants you to know. Stay optimistic. That's the message. Okay, bye. No, I'm joking. So you could be in your 60s or 70s. No worries if you're not, of course. This is just for those who need the extra confirmation. You could be math. Life path number 4. You could be born on the 4th, 6th, 7th, or 13th of any month. Or you could be born in April, June, or July. Strong O names or initials, P names, T names, I names, and M names or initials. Yeah, definitely we need to talk about the throat chakra, self-expression. How do I present myself to the world? Maybe I've been cooped up inside for too long as well. Let's see what the tea leaf cards have to say. But yeah, your throat chakra is a big theme today. But I'm not gonna lie, I can see that you're a very good communicator. You could be a really good writer or a really good speaker, and you think maybe you're not. July confirmation for a birth month, or something could happen in July. Maybe your future self is coming from July. Whenever you're watching this reading, we've got pale with time to get out of a situation. Maybe you're considering getting out of somewhere right now, and your future self is saying, hey, yeah, it's time. Warning of a problem, either now or in the future. Okay, so we will talk about that, what they want to warn us about. Maybe about you needing to get out of a situation. We have advice from a friend. What have been people saying around you in general? What have been they advising you? I don't know if this is good or bad yet, but we'll see. But this reading has like a very positive feel to it. Maybe you don't feel like it at the moment, but it really does get better. So we have romance, celebration, party. There is something to celebrate. Plenty of material things. You won't have to worry about money as your future self. Maybe, well, we'll see what the tarot has to say anyway. But before that, actually, I know that I'm all over the place sometimes, but I have to go with the flow. I have to go with the vibe. So who am I to question spirit? Whoever needs to understand. It will understand. Wasting time. Yeah, time to get out of a situation. Impersonator, wasting time. Wants to be like you. Actually, there are many people who envy you around you. Into you. Many people that are into you that you don't even realize. Put that here. Yes, okay. So we can continue. Obviously here we have Michael Jackson. So Michael Jackson could be significant for this group. Always if it's not. Don't take it. If it doesn't resonate. So we have choices. Yeah, you can choose to stay. You can choose to go. Maybe it's to move abroad. Go on a specific trip that you're unsure about. Go international with something. Take action. Warning of a problem. You might need to be in your, if you're a masculine watching this, then fair enough. But you might, if you're the feminine watching this, which most likely you are, You might need to be in your masculine energy when it comes to dealing with some sort of a problem situation. As in you might need to be prepared to take action and keep with that positive self-talk that yes, I can do this. Yes, I can succeed on my own, for example, or I can succeed elsewhere. Your friends could be giving you certain advice to probably leave someplace. But this is very generic. Like, it feels quite like there's a lot of people that pick this file with different life situations. Because, for example, pile number 2 was quite specific. Okay. Yeah, you will have to stand, you have to stand your ground. And you have to make a choice. The choice, basically, let's talk about what's nostalgic about your childhood. What felt good in your childhood? Oh, yeah, that's why I wasn't sure whether it's good or bad. There's a water sign masculine that could be around you at the moment. Okay, it's getting specific. Good. That feels like they want to put a knife into your back. Because this person has 10 knives in their back. It's about an end to a cycle as well. Once you make this choice, this person might be removed from your life as well. We have the Knight of Swords at the end, which is the fastest moving card in the deck. This situation where you need to choose will be over sooner than you think. Oh my goodness, thank God. I knew it. But yeah, there's a trickster in your energy. Impersonator, somebody that is wasting your time, or a situation. It could be, take it as it resonates. There are many people that are really fond of you, but there is one person, at least in your energy, in your life, that is wasting your time and they want to waste your time with their advice as well. Maybe they just don't know any better. Of course, we don't know that, but we're looking from your perspective and your future self's perspective. But your future self's perspective is that this person doesn't want the best for you, but you have to be decisive and take action and sit in this emperor energy when it comes to making a decision. Now, how to decide how to make this decision is to go back to what felt good in the past, when you were young, when you were little, when you were a teenager. What were you passionate about? What were you excited about? What did you value before life got in the way? Before you maybe lost as much of your childhood wonder. I'm not saying that you lost your childhood wonder, but you lost some of it. Also, your future self wants you to drink more water. I really struggled, like, because my water almost ran out. I really struggled, like, finding the last drops of water in my bottle. I need clarification. Your future self also wants you to go on that trip, or if you're choosing between staying in the place you're at right now or moving. Oh, God. Okay, this doesn't help. It just went all over the place. We can take Judgment card, right? And we can take the Sun. You could be considering, some of you, not all of you, could be considering moving to a different place. Now, you will be given a second chance at life, they're saying, and you will be given happiness. But you can also find that happiness where you are right now. So this is not something that is like a critical choice. Okay. They're also saying never move for a person, like for love. For this particular group, not in general, like in life. This is not my opinion about life. This is your advice. Don't move for love. move for, like, if it's for career, for example, or if you generally want to, but don't move for a girlfriend or a boyfriend. It's different when it's your husband, for example, or your wife, of course, because then you're a family, you're married. But without a very serious long-term life partnership, please don't move for anyone because you'll be disappointed. If you move for, because your judgment day will come, they're saying, if you move for um to follow your passion, for example, something that I've always been passionate about since you were little, this is gonna bring you happiness. This could be part of your destiny to do it in a different place. Ooh, there's a lot of messages in this pile, guys. Yeah, a lot of people pick this pile, so I'm just bouncing from energy to energy. Regardless, it's time to get out of a situation that you are in right now. You have to make a choice, and you have to sit in your Emperor energy and be decisive, be actionable, and have agency in your life. You are not this, you don't have to be this wounded warrior where you are right now. You have the power to get out. And this is actually going to happen sooner than you think. And if you're worried about money, please don't worry about money. You are protected. Don't be quitting your jobs tomorrow. Like, this is a general YouTube video. Please, like, use your common sense, obviously. But don't worry about money. Money will work itself out. Money is already done. Like, you are good with, like, fine for money as your future self here. You're actually really happy here. This is such an abundant card. Like, abundance is coming to you in your future, and it's coming to you sooner than you think. There are many people that are very keen to work with you, to be with you in love and career, whatever resonates. And yeah, just don't move for, like, a boyfriend or a girlfriend that you're not that committed to. I mean, you're not that committed to, as in, like, you're not married. At the very least, be engaged before you move for anybody. This is for someone very specific, maybe for a couple you watching this, but it needs to be said regardless, because that is a very strong energy and advice that's coming. And there are more people that are into you, there are more people that are interested, that there are people that want to work with you, want to hire you, want to be your friends as well. Because there's one person that's just, it feels like they're mostly just jealous of you, a masculine, and yeah, they just want to delay your progress because they can't just prevent you from being successful, from having a good life, but they can delay it if you listen to their advice, basically. But it looks like they will show their true colors, and as your future self, you know their true colors, so that's something they want you to know, basically, as well. So this is all that I have from my pile number 3. Sorry that this pile was a bit like jumping back and forth from topic to topic, but unfortunately some piles are like that. I tried to be as gentle as I could. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. I hope it resonated, but no worries if it didn't. Again, just pick another pile or pick another reading altogether. And thank you so much, guys, for subscribing. It just means the world to me to see this channel grow so much, and we're almost at 1,000 subscribers now. We only need like 10. Like, it's just mind-blowing. And then we can go to the next level when it comes to YouTube. So thank you so much for your support, and subscribing is the free way to support this channel. So thank you so much. And yeah, guys, I'm so grateful for you all. And if you would like a personal meeting with me, you can just email me or DM me on Instagram. All the info is in the description box down below. I love you, and I'll see you in another reading. Bye.